Okay, Spirit, I trust you to give us some messages for Sagittarius. Line the cards up for them because Sagittarius wants to know who, what, when, where. But we all know. And so it is. You guys are lined up. Sagittarians in the month of February. How you doing? Okay, that was a fake smile. I know. I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Okay, let's get into the reading. You got the Judgment card, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Justice card, the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. King of Cups ended up on the bottom. So let's go back. Okay, yeah. Going back, it looks like Sagittarius might have, you guys' way is to say whatever's on your mind pretty bluntly. And maybe you've heard something that, okay, so even before that, big deal. Something, making you change type of your beliefs, but in the end you decided, no, there's nothing wrong with me. It's y'all. Y'all need some more loving out here. So the collective Sagittarians, you show up in your reading twice. The King of Wands, Knight of Wands. So as far as who, the Page of Pentacles is also here, but in reverse. A Knight of Cups is here, really driving this reading, but I really got the sense that okay, so if it's about who, if that's why you're here watching a tarot video right now, you want to know who. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries is here. Libra is here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is here. And Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is here. As far as what is this all about? What will happen? Inevitably, judgment and justice are here from the universe, just saying like you can't do anything about the Judgment card, the Justice card. So whatever is right and fair will transpire, or is transpiring as we speak or as you watch. When we got 2 10s on the board, 3 10s on the board, 4 10s on the board, 4 10s, April 10th. Even how the 1 and the 9 is written on here, that's a 10 too. It's 5 10s. There's a lot of circulation around 10. I see 10 a lot here. 2 and 5. So 2 9s. Okay, so when 5 months 5 months ago something happened, 10 months from now, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 minutes into the video, who knows? Where? This is not at work, or, I mean, the Pentacles are here saying work. 9 of Wands is here saying work, but where? Wherever it is, it seems to be behind you. So as you walk forward, Sagittarius, offering your passionate truth and light, I just get a sense that sometimes it might be right, just standing right behind you, somewhere you've already discovered, maybe maybe had some conflicts. So also what I notice is that wands are monopolizing your reading. So that be the case, wands are about action, passion, effort, help, growth, movement. So this has a lot to do with what you do versus what you say. Okay? What you say and what you do might sound fair. It doesn't cost you anything to talk one. But putting your money up to it might be, you know, money's not on the, definitely no emotions on the board, just this one thing for the emotional side. As far as, you know, you're compassionate, but you believe in hard work too, so you know, you get what you put in, you get out what you put in. So in the past, judgment. Judgment is a card about a rebirth. They say, you know, resurrection day, the final judgment. So these are the things that you'll answer for, the truths that you know in your own, the things that will suffer for the beliefs, you know, whatever you believe is going to be in the end what you'll have to face, right? So judgment about a house, judgment about a living situation, property, something of that sort. Something that it's some kind of arrangement that's left you feeling out in the cold, lacking. It's just not benefiting you in a way that makes you want to be motivated towards it. Or someone did not put the effort in. It could be another Leo, Sag, or Aries, fellow fire sign, if not you yourself. But I really kind of get the sense that we're talking about you. You're gonna definitely withdraw some of your attention and passion from a belief, I think, that you've held for a very long time, you know, because the Sagittarius is known for being a little bit of a fanatic about their beliefs. They do go, you know, a stretch. What they believe is definitely the truth. No changing that for them, you know? So the next card in your past is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card about still putting in one more fight, I like to believe. You love what you've worked for. You know, you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. You gave all of your energy, all of your effort, even when it hurt. You know, you still came from a place of love. And now it's like, I don't want it to be over. Or not this again. I also heard not this again. Not another mother. You know? Like, you want this too? That kind of feeling. Like, I've already put all 9 of these wands in. You know? Can I have one for myself, please? No? Oh, my goodness. Or don't try to steal this one. No, you can't have any of these. So the Nine of Wands under the Judgment is saying, to me, really the first one I heard was, I don't want this to be over. I'm really tired of giving this, you know? I'm really tired of giving this. Yes, because then you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and pages usually bring a message or some kind of a communication. The Pentacles are in relation to, you know, tangible things that we can actually consume and use and hold and, you know, count as a resource to help us, like, actually physically live and be here now, you know? So even that includes things like education and apprenticeship, but also it is what it is. Coins is coins, you know what I mean? Money's money. Either you can buy something with it or you can't. So because they say pages are about, they are the messengers. They usually come to share something, to offer something in the reverse. So I feel like it's just, you want this too, not this again, you know? Something that keeps recurring. Because you're a loving person, something that keeps recurring, something that, you know, keeps requiring you to give more than you wanted, having to offer, to show, to teach, to, you know, enlighten people over and over. But let's be honest, also to give money, you know, this is something that is happened one too many times. And now coming to the present, the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling like, you know, Five of Pentacles is the out in the cold. This ain't getting no better. This is actually worse, you know. Yeah, that was bad, but now look at us, you know. I just feel like this might be your energy saying, you know, I feel bad for these people here, but I can't, I don't want to, they always in a bad situation. I'm tired of giving. Sagittarius, yeah. The next card you have is the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords is it's a card about having or wanting, having and wanting. So you can choose to just keep going with the way it was, or you can rest your defenses and open your eyes, see things for what they are, or you can just continue to uphold the beliefs or uphold the ideals that, you know, you have to give them. You have to do this. this is what good people do, or, you know, just try to uphold the status quo. And that might be, you might feel like that's what actually the universe steps in and says, so what I'm seeing here is, okay, here we go again. The universe has said to you, Sagittarius, we singing this one again? Okay. Here you are with the broken record. Oh man, I'm so tired. I've been giving all this and doing all that. Okay, well, yeah, we can see that they are definitely in need of some help, you know. But who told you you had to go and save everybody? Listen, there is love in what's fair and what's just. There is love. There is room for everything in justice, you know. There's room for love. There's room for passion. There's room for balance. There's room for sharpness and superiority. One is heavier to carry it than others. One side of the story needs to be weighed out, and the other side of the story needs to be handled carefully. And you know, it comes from a love of just a place of love, you know, because we want everyone to be treated fair. We want humanity, right? We have feelings. We all know how these things feel. So with the Justice card here, I'm saying that don't worry, Sagittarius, you know, justice is served. I know that's such a broad term, but maybe I'll pull a clarifier for you. We'll see. The King of Wands is here in reverse, so I'm thinking in the future you're really projecting, well, what if I just don't offer anything to anybody, just kind of pull back, fall back, you know, maybe not be so enthusiastic to get involved in this type of situation again, even though, you know, you do love people and, you know, your friends, your family, you're kind to the average man, you know, you believe in, you know, helping one another and everything, but in the near future, Sag is looking like at this time you're really contemplating just getting out of everybody else's story for a while. Like, I'm cool, you know. The Knight of Wands is here, so I feel like you're kind of going back to a place of where you were young and a little bit more carefree, a little bit more bold and blazoned, and you know, you kind of kept a small pocket full of love, you know, not something that you I don't know, because I'm looking at the heart chakra, he's just kind of tied it onto his reins. So when you were more love on the go, when you were just kind of feeding them just enough to keep them in line, I guess you could say. See you when I see you kind of energy. Then this being followed by the Five of Wands in the future. I'm thinking, I felt like, back to the dating pool, or, you know, there's just some type of agitation, competition, conflicting beliefs. So I see, you know, love is trying to stay in. Love and passion are in a conflict here. Passion and emotion. Your emotions, like the deeper ones, are your on the surface. Your emotions are still in, pretty even. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but on the deeper line, a little further in, they're carrying a lot. Your emotions are holding up. It looks like the heaviest amount. They're doing a lot to stay in the fight, fighting actually two at a time. And then I get the sense that, you're communicating. Chakras are all saying, hey, I just showed up to the party. Just kind of, it's the only one wearing a headband, so he's just a little weird here. But he's the slim one too. On the surface, you're not trying to really hurt anybody, but if this is an internal conflict that you're having, it seems like love wins, but he's just not showing it so plainly or feeling like he owes it. Instead, I feel like Sagittarius might be coming into, or just longing for the energy where there's a lot of love inside, but it had a very good protective shield and layer. Just trying to get back to that place where you weren't so vulnerable. I do understand how that feels. Okay, so what advice can we give with the Knight of Cups being here? So, how do you feel as opposed to what you think, right? How do you feel as opposed to what you think? That's fair. Because it looks like the other situation, the one that keeps repeating itself, Sagittarius, the one where you constantly find yourself asking the Lord to help you get through this one more time and all that again. Here we go, another fight, another story. You've been through this 9, 10 times, and when it comes to that, Now, what do you think? How do you feel? Now, how much was it? Was you know the right thing to do? The universe is not allowing you to start thinking crazy. Don't start thinking crazy, okay? When you're faced with this again, it's universal, spirit. You just need to know something, please. I take it cold. No, not when. I just want to know. Okay, now that we're faced with this again, one more time, what should be the outcome as far as that goes? Wow. So you haven't learned your lesson about I don't think these were for you, but okay. The Hangman in reverse says, do something about it. The King of Cups in reverse says, you're not in control of your emotions. You're not as smooth as you thought you were. The Eight of Pentacles says, get back to work, yo. Go take your ass to work. Focus, mate. Okay? So, Spirit, we were just trying to find out, though. Okay, why is the Justice card here? The Justice card is here. Okay, I saw this, but it didn't all the way see. I had to turn it over. If it comes out again, then you know it is what it is. But Spirit, we were just asking you if you could be so kind as to tell us why the Justice card is here for those Sagittarians who might be experiencing yes, the Sagittarians that might be, they hit this one, the Page of Pentacles. This is a big deal. So why is the Justice card here though? Okay, well, something about unhappiness. Everybody can't. It's like either your family or your friends. Which one? Who's gonna wait? Or maybe you're putting a lot of time and energy on the wrong side of the wheel. Like, you know, I always think of us humans as a wheel, and you know, you slice the wheel up how you want to, you know, but how much time we spend and energy we put towards love, towards romance, towards work, towards finances, towards humanitarian efforts, towards, you know, grooming and all of those things, you know, you put as much intensity into it and as much time in it as you want. So seeing the Wheel of Fortune there when I'm asking about the Justice card, seeing it in reverse next to the Three of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse says to me, you haven't been working on your relationships for some time, or now's not the time to give up on your relationships. Please, Spirit, can we have, I didn't even finish asking if we could have one more card for the Justice. So on the other side, the Death card came out again. So on the other side, what's fair? You have options. Why should you have to change? Why should you have to operate like this with people that, you know, you're supposed to love? People are supposed to love you, but they make you wonder if they just love what you can give them. And it's hard for you to feel like being yourself and not get taken advantage of. You don't want to cut people out. So your friends and family or yourself, this is the choice you have to make again. So says the universe. And what is a possible if he chooses the friends and family aspect? If you choose friends and family, well then obviously you'll have love. And if you choose yourself over the others, if you choose yourself, you will regret it. Oh, you won't regret it. Maybe, I mean, there'll be maybe some regrets because it came halfway in, halfway out, halfway up, halfway down, but it's all cups. So why is the Five of Cups just concerned? But that's 2 5s right there. So the 5 on top of the 5. 5 of Cups falling right on top of the conflict. And this is the regret card, but you got it upside down. To me, it makes it even more sad. Everything is lost if you turn that regret card upside down. At least if it was right side up, there was still some cups standing, but once the card's upside down, all the cups are out. The High Priestess also comes out in the reverse, so I feel like the High Priestess is a card about, you know, the feminine, the divine feminine, the all-knowing. That's like the magician's mom, you know. She taught him everything she knows, and she's into the Torah. She's like, you know, a Hasidic Jewish lady or something. She's, you know, just really in tune with the knowledge, and her intuition is suffice. She doesn't really need to call on extra counsel. So I'm not seeing the Sagittarian needing to call on counsel either. What's supposed to happen will happen, unfortunately, for those people that, you know, you do love and you do care about them, but you are tired of giving. Is it that? Is you tired of giving? Or what? Is Sagittarius tired of giving to their friends and family. Okay, that's not an easy question because there's too many people to actually answer that with a card or so. So let me talk to you, Spirit, a little bit better than that. I'm sorry, I'm just being nosy. We were talking about the Justice card, the Lover's seat in reverse. For some people, I feel like this might be a bit about a relationship that is not necessarily approved of. I don't know why that came out. So it's like you have to make a choice between what you've always believed in and this soulmate love connection here. Someone that you really do see eye to eye with and really get along with. Or I feel like maybe, you know, your mom or the family, something like that, is they won't be pleased. So perhaps you're always having to make a choice between your family and your love interest. Or your love interest demands that, but you'll choose the right thing. It is time for a change, though. You got 2 5s there. And you know it, but you're maybe ignoring it. It's time to change a belief, and it might be a little difficult for you. Or to back up what you have said. But let's just get one more card of advice. I'm over time. Sorry, Sag. One more card of advice, please, for Sagittarians in the month of February, or from today, just for today. One card, please. One. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Don't let all these. Don't get distracted. Trying to sort out your emotions. Don't let that distract you from doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? Change is not easy, but you can get there. If you let go of a little bit of the attachments and be willing to give as easy as you receive. Okay.